Now that we have actually reached a point in time wherein Lady Shaunie is actually bragging about twerking and ass popping in the church house, it's time to ask Pastor Keion, who is the best First Lady of Lighthouse Church, Lady Shaunie or Lady Felicia? Hi there, I'm Professor Blackmore, and welcome back to my channel and to my podcast series entitled Shaunie, Girl, I Hope You Have a Prenup. Now, in addition to discovering who is the best First Lady of Lighthouse Church, I also want to analyze what in the hell is the difference in these two women, Pastor Keion. I mean, why is it that you keep marrying women that you're not satisfied with? And I also seek to discover whether Lady Felicia was completely blindsided by your November 2019 divorce petition after all of the loving lies you told right to her face in front of her best friends in July of 2019, allegedly. And I want to do this by analyzing additional multimedia materials produced during Lady Felicia's time as Pastor Keion's second wife and first Lady of Lighthouse Church.
Congratulations on everything.
Thank you so much.
So what made y'all come together and come up with Closet Chat?
Oh, well, actually, we're really friends. Like, in real life, we're really friends. Our husbands, like, seriously, our husbands are friends. We vacation together. We spend holidays together. So through all of that, we're always talking about in our different arenas, like, the problems and issues that women are facing, that they're coming to us as leaders that we can help them with, right? So we said, you know what, let's come together. But if we do it, let's do it with truth. Let's do it with respect. Let's do it with love. And let's do it with honesty and integrity. And then let's just go for it. And so that's kind of what we did. We made a pact to ourselves to do it that way and be true to ourselves. And of course, we discussed it with our husbands because they, live a certain kind of life and they make sure everybody's good. But that's really why it came about, because we really wanted to help women, because we thought about what if we had each other earlier in life, where would we be?
Well, you know what, speaking of, husbands are pastors. So are there any conversations that you want to kind of stay away from, and what?
No, my husband is a pastor, and we really live our life of serving in spirit and truth. And so when it's the truth, it's nothing that you don't need to talk about. Only lies you want to keep covered. And if somebody has a problem with that, that's because they're not operating in their truth. Doesn't mean I don't have to operate in mine. No.
And we're going to end on that. Thank you. That was awesome.
Well, I just want to see how you felt when you realized that you really were not operating in any kind of truth. But anyway, y'all, now when you analyze these two women, you will find that just like Lady Shaunie, Lady Felicia endeavored to be involved in a broadcast show about women, with women, during the time when she was also a First Lady of Lighthouse Church.
Hello, I would just like to ask you, what advice do you have for female entrepreneurs beginning?
Go for it. Go for it. Go for it. With the things you don't have, with the things you think you're lacking, some stuff is on the job training. You're not going to be too prepared. You can't go to school. You can't read enough books. You can't pay for enough seminars. You can't sit at a bank. You can't go figure out how to fill out an application for an SBA loan. It's some stuff that's on the job training, and the only thing you have to do is go for it. And the worst place you can end up is right where you are. Yeah.
That's really good advice. Yeah.
Thank you.
Just say is unique about this talk show.
What I think is unique about it is that we're crossing all barriers. We're not sticking to the stigma of women can't talk about this or can't do this, or because you can't be educated or you're married to men that's bigger than life, or you don't have to necessarily do something. We say what we are, we mean what we say, and we don't hold anything back. The girls you see on Closet Chats are really the girls who we are right here on this red carpet. When we were upstairs in the closet, we're going to cuss, we're going to fuss, we're going to argue, we're going to, argue our point, but in a respectable manner like women need to do. Everybody's opinion is important, and to create a conversation that I may not have the same experiences that you have, but I can respect where you come from and come up with a solution that works good for everybody, and you can tell me something I didn't know and vice versa. So I think that's it's really true. We're really operating in truth and who we are all of the time, which is really bad and scary. But I think that's what makes it unique.
Now, as you can see, in addition, Lady Felicia is described as being a businesswoman who also seemed to enjoy giving advice and encouragement to other women who desired to do the same.
But on a serious note, guys, that's what really keeps, Keion and I together, is that we have an example with Holton and Erlene that they've been together 25 years, but they're healthy. Right. And I think that's the most important thing that Keion and I have learned. So that's why we can sit before you guys and laugh today, because it's from a good, wholesome, and healthy place. It doesn't matter how long you've been with somebody, but if it isn't healthy, why is it worth it?
I just love that, because you know what, here's what's really important. What you said is it's important to be healthy, to have a healthy marriage. And one thing that I think that we realize is a lot of people just focus on getting married, going through this big old fabulous wedding, and they forget that the marriage is the most important and what it takes to really sustain it. So establishing a foundation is so important.
And so, with all of these promising characteristics that Lady Felecia seems to have, why would Pastor Keion not be satisfied with her? And why was Lady Felecia so convinced that her marriage was so healthy just 4 months before Pastor Keion filed for divorce?
I think what's amazing is the decision that you guys made after you got married, because you guys got married young. You went to Disney World. We got married and went to Las Vegas. But look, so marriage, is it not really about the institution of it that makes it successful? It's where the people are when they get in it, right? Where are you? Are you adults making an adult decision, or are you children making an adult decision? And where you go after you leave that altar really matters.
Oh, that's good.
That's so good.
Now, I just don't see how you can sit up here on this show that you knew would be broadcast to hundreds of thousands of people and let this woman sit up here and make a fool out of herself, Pastor Keion, when you knew while you were sitting there that you were contemplating filing for divorce, allegedly.
A couple things about blended families I think is important. Number one, we've got this blender at home. My wife made me get it. It's like a $400 blender. And she blends every day.
That's right.
One thing I always notice is no matter what she puts in it, the seeds from the strawberry never disappear. Yeah. So the seed always survives the blend. So wherever that child comes from, or wherever that origin comes from, I don't care if you blend it together, there's some part of that thing that's going to survive. It ain't going nowhere.
Yeah.
So that's the first thing. The second thing I think that is a challenge is whatever age the child is when you meet them, that's about how long it's going to take for them to accept you as a parent.
Yeah.
So if you meet a child that's 7, 8, 9, 10 years old, you can't be their parent in 10 months. It's going to take about 10 years.
Exactly.
And you got to be patient. And that's one of the things that I learned. So when we got together, I didn't have any children. Yeah. She had 2 girls. We've got one together now. Yeah. But we blended it so well that I am actually the biological father of both of those girls. Yeah. And people even think we look alike.
Right. Yeah. Yes.
So it's amazing. What would you say?
What you have to do is create an environment that love is love, respect is respect. And if we're here together, building it, making the sacrifices, the respect and the honor goes both ways. You don't get to say, oh, that's my mom or that's my dad. No, if you want to call somebody a step parent, how about you say thank you for stepping up to the plate?
Right,
That's what you need to say.
You know what I love about what you guys are saying, and especially what Keion said. You see so many men, they don't want to claim somebody else's children. It's like, oh, those are her kids.
Yeah.
The thing that I love and I have so much respect for is the fact that you said, no, these are my biological kids.
Right.
I married her. She's mine and they're mine too.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And I just feel like that's what a real man does. He steps up to the plate in all areas in a family.
Yeah, because both of those children came through her. So to accept her and not them is to show her that I'm only concerned about a part of who she is. There is no way to accept her fully without doing that. So we built that foundation, and it was never her and them against me.
No.
It was us
Against them.
Yeah.
And they had to conform.
Yeah, they did.
And what's even worse is that you would even go as far as to offer profound statements about the marriage as if you plan to be married to the woman for the next 50 years when you knew deep down that you were not satisfied with her, allegedly. And now, what's so effed up about this is not only is a pastor sitting up here lying to this woman's face, allegedly, but how do you feel if you were the children who we all know have seen this, and then 4 months later, you, as one of the children in the marriage, learn that all of this crap is nothing but lies, 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 allegedly.
Great perspective. So I think that it's also important the materials that the relationship is made out of, right? So Christina had alluded to the idea of hanging it up, right? So have you ever hung something up on a hanger and it leaves those little
marks?
Yeah, because the hanger is stronger than the material. And so when it hangs over it, the fabric takes the shape of the hanger. But if the material is strong enough, you can take it off of that hanger and it'll still maintain its shape. And I think that the relationship, if it's strong enough, you can hang it on anything. And if it's weak, you need to make sure you put it on the right hanger.
That's good.
Well, Lady Felicia, I guess what he's saying is that you're not the right hanger, baby girl. And he's telling you right to your face. And I just wonder what all of these people sitting here are left thinking 4 months later after listening to all of this.
You have to do personal development. You have to have conversations, and you have to be open. Because one thing that I know that I realized in this marriage and this relationship with this amazing guy is that, I always was trying to play the victim role. And we all know that anytime you want to play the victim role, you always have a victim story. Yeah. And when you have a victim story, you never want to put the effort forward to grow and to develop and to trust his honesty and to trust my honesty. One thing that we learned that was so funny is that we were reading a book one time called The 5 Love Languages. Yes. And he was telling me his love language and I was telling him my love language. And then we got to the end of the book and then we realized that, you know what? We don't just have one love language. It's going to take all of the love languages to be happily married, to be healthy, and then to attract the couples that are absolutely healthy with you, that can help you through the challenges of life that you're going to need in this life, because you're going to hit something. And to be honest, love isn't enough. People are under the perception that we all have these perfect marriages and that we all have these perfect relationships, and we are married to Prince Charming, and we are the best things ever.
Right.
Yeah, we are that. But at the end of the day, it takes a lot of hard work. We're human beings.
Yes.
We all come from different backgrounds. We have different experiences. And what I learned with talking to Babe is that he said something profound to me one day. He said the truth is based off of somebody's perception. Right. But like you guys just stated, you grew up differently. Yeah. So yours was the truth and his was the truth. And we need to just figure out how can we make this truth together to now live our truth. Right. Because that's what marriage is.
Girl, there ain't no truth in this pack of lies this man is telling you. But I'll try not to be such a buzzkill so we can see how the broadcast ends.
Thank you guys so much for this amazing journey watching season 1 of Closet Chats. It's been amazing. This has been definitely a journey, and all I can tell you guys is if it wasn't for you guys pushing and supporting, we could not do this. So thank you from the bottom of our hearts. We appreciate you. We love you. And it was such an amazing blessing to be able to connect with each and every one of you. So we hope that we got a lot of conversations started. Yeah. So don't let them stop, and we'll definitely see you next time. We love you so much. Thank you. Bye.
Well, suffice it to say that after all of the excitement around the launch of Lady Felicia's broadcast endeavor, and after everything that happened after this episode, the Closet Chats did not continue, because after this final episode of Closet Chats in July of 2019, as we know, Pastor Keion filed for divorce in November of 19, and this was the last season of Closet Chats, which I think is unfortunate. I guess it was too painful for Lady Felecia to continue, especially after replaying all of the lies we just listened to. But what do you think? I mean, do you think Pastor Keion knew he was not happy in this marriage and was about to file for divorce when he let all of this ensue to be broadcast for the world to see? Please let me know what you think by leaving your comments in the comment section below. And I hope you'll also give me a big thumbs up. And I hope you'll also consider donating to this video and my entire channel ministry by donating to the Professor Blackmore Cash App. And I also hope that you will subscribe to my YouTube channel and click the bell so you'll be notified whenever I come back with more hot tea on this reality show, Church House Hot Mess Drama. And please also follow me on TikTok and Instagram.